This is Richard. He's a carpenter. He usually works inside his garden shed. Richard spends hours building and mending things. His granddaughter was ecstatic with a wooden rocking horse he recently finished. Usually he feels as fit as a fiddle, as he always remembers. He used to run cross-country to listen to a girl playing her violin. Many waves later, the girl eventually invited Richard to a house for dinner. Many years later, they are still happily married. Richard tried to be a good husband, but couldn't recall their anniversary. Feeling guilty, he would build his wife a picture frame. Richard usually had a good memory, but couldn't figure out why he had bought so much milk to fill the fridge. Last week, he had forgotten he put his shoes inside the oven to dry off. He wondered in his chair sometimes, like where he had put his keys for his helicopter. He loved to tell stories, like the time he built a soapbox racer for his son. He would say, "He was faster than a roadrunner on steroids," or "He was liquid speed." Soon afterwards, he would feel depressed, even when he was working in his shed. He'd think about his childhood, when he hadn't a care in the world. After a while of deep thought, he would feel the urge to build again. "Mr. Richard," a voice would ask. Richard felt invigorated, feeling he had found a world without impossibilities. He grasped inspiration and would build toys and figures he discovered on his adventures inside his box. There was one for when he saved a town from bandits, the time he swept his wife off her feet. Mustn't forget the time he visited space.
"Houston, the cheese has landed."
Richard keeps inside his box whenever he could. He continues to have adventures to this day and forever. That was Richard.